Hi, this is Gary Kayye. We're here at InfoComm 2022, and we're going to take you on a tour of what it would be like if you came to the show to walk through the Sony booth. And to help me with that is Mark Bonifacio, who is the Director of Business Management or Marketing also for Sony. Mark, how are you?
I'm good, Gary. How are you?
Good. Are you happy with the attendance? Are you happy with the show?
Yeah, very much so. I think it looks like we've bounced back to pre-pandemic levels, so I'm very happy. Yeah.
Well, that's good to hear. I haven't heard all the way back to pre-pandemic. That's impressive. So this year, or late last year, y'all kind of relaunched our second launch of the C-LED, and you said, look, we have two new series specifically for the business market, the B series and C series. Behind this is B. B stands for brightness, right?
That's correct. B is brightness. So it has like a matte finish, and it enables up to an 1800 nit brightness. We have two pixel pitches, 1.2 millimeter and 1.5. So right behind us is our 1.2 millimeter. That's a full HD resolution.
Right, and it is still the micro LED that you originally introduced 5 years ago that everybody's kind of always in awe of when they come in your booth.
Yeah, it's a next generation of it, but it is still micro LED.
Yeah, obviously. And so one of the things that's unique about it is that the black levels are just incredibly black because your substrate is pure black.
Yeah, so the contrast is over 1,000,000 to 1. Even the next series we're going to see has an even better contrast ratio, but this one is quite phenomenal as well. And with the matte finish, it's really ideal for like production type environments or those that need that high brightness because they got some ambient light.
Right, and let's talk about that because we're going to walk over this way because the C series is the high contrast series version. So what is the contrast ratio of the C series?
It's still over 1,000,000 to 1. We don't get the exact numbers, but it is a little bit higher than the other one. Yeah. So this one you're going to lose a little bit of brightness because you're going for that deeper contrast, and this one has about 800 nit. Same pixel pitch is available. We also have a 1.5 millimeter pixel pitch available. We don't have that on display here. And of course, since it's direct view LED, our crystal LED could scale to any size you want.
Yeah, and what's unique about this is most LEDs, when you go in their booth and it's this dark, basically you start getting a lot of noise, picture noise, and that's something that Sony has really mastered over the years with your video processing.
Absolutely.
So obviously everyone knows Sony for the bravia displays, and here you're showing, obviously bravia is a leader in signage, but you're showing your partnerships, your third-party partnerships here as well.
That's correct. We'll get to that in a moment, but here at the front, basically we wanted to showcase the entire lineup. So we got a sampling of everything from our 32 up to our 100-inch just around the corner over here.
Walk around and take a look at the 100-inch because this is not only the only 100-inch LCD, but also look at this thing mounted in portrait mode.
Portrait mode, that's correct, yeah. So here we wanted to show the entire lineup. Again, 32 to 100. They're all Android system on chip panels, so it enables us to have those partner relationships that we're going to see as we walk to the back of the booth to try to enable a more true solution for the customer and an easier deployment and installation for the end user. Sony has really doubled down on the partnership relationships in the last couple of years, and we launched an Alliance Partner Program. And on display here is a few of the partners that we have. So we have a digital signage solutions here for corporate and retail, education, healthcare. On the back is transportation. So companies like Spectrio and Corbett, AppSpace.
Crestron too with XIO Cloud.
Crestron XIO Cloud on display over here. And then when we move towards the back of the booth, we have partnerships and solutions for collaboration as well. So we're trying to break out of the mold of just, hey, this is what Sony does, and this is what Sony and our partners could do together for you, the end user or the integrator, to make it easier.
Well, let's talk about collaboration because certainly one of the markets that's grown the most over the course of the last 2 years, probably a little bit thanks to the pandemic, if you could put it that way, is collaboration. And you're showing how Bravia natively works with a bunch of different brands, the big brands in collaboration.
Yeah, that's absolutely correct. You can see around here we got a Cisco WebEx demonstration. We got with Logitech and Zoom. We got Pexip, Crestron's Flex system connected over to their booth. And we even have our own just sharing, screen sharing with AirPlay or Chromecast that we could do simply with the Bravia.
Yeah, there's only a couple of brands that actually can do AirPlay 2, which is video wirelessly native inside the product without using something like an Apple TV, and you're one of those. Yeah. And in fact, that's not just a product. That's not just a product of the consumer side. That's also a product of the commercial side too.
That's correct, and it's one of our benefits, and as you said, a little bit unique. We also have a touchscreen display on here with TSI touch solutions that's on display as well.
So one of the things you're doing here in the booth, I think, is really cool. Is you're putting on panel discussions all during the show. So you've got your own little stage here. They've been streaming these panel discussions online. I'm going to be leading a panel tomorrow, actually, and you can see that on my LinkedIn. But obviously, you're driving this with content from the CLED.
Yep, so here we have our CLED C-Series again. This is a 4K version, 220-inch. And as was mentioned, we're focusing on the people, partners, panels, and here we really want to be a voice to the industry. We're not just talking about Sony again. We're talking about where the industry is going, whether it's with the end users, the integrators, the consultants. We're inviting partners in to talk about solutions. So we really want Sony to be a go-to, not just for products, but knowledge base and expertise.
All right, so with Sony's heritage, obviously in the video space for many, many years. By the way, do you have a CLED in your house, Mark?
You didn't see the press event, but I joked that this is from my house, but no, not yet.
Yeah. We did have Steph here at the press event, but obviously the heritage for Sony goes way, way back as a leader in projection. And you've got laser projectors, and you've got, on the high-end residential side, I have your projector in my house, the VPL line. Tell me about what you're showing here at InfoComm 2022.
Yeah, so I believe we're on our 5th generation of laser projectors. We were the first that had a true fully laser projector, and actually this past year we finally did away with our last lamp projector, so we're exclusively laser projectors, and we got our new FHD 80 and 85 series over here, which has some intelligent settings for easier setup and based on room environments. Finally have a 4K 60p input. So we have those projectors. We have our flagship GTZ 380 on the right side of the cave here, which is a 4K 10,000 lumen projector. It's the smallest for that.
Look, shoot it up in the ceiling there, and you can see that projector up in the ceiling. It's very small for that brightness.
Yep. It's small for the brightness and resolution.
But also native 4K.
Native 4K, and if you turn around this way with the camera, you can see the entire basically lineup. So we basically have 5 chassis going from our entry-level CWZ10 up to the flagship GTZ 380 over here.
Yeah, and you have short throw to long throw lenses from.
Lens choices for the 3 on the left here from the FHD 80s on up. And then we have our PHZ 50 and 60, which is our basic installation model, our top sellers according to PMA's market research, top 3 sellers. We're very proud of our projector lineage.
And then one of my favorite, do you want to show the spatial reality?
Unfortunately, I'm not sure the video is going to be as great for it.
It's not going to.
But it is quite a unique display. It's a spatial reality display. It's won numerous awards, and it's basically 3D without glasses. Great for like gaming design or industrial design type of applications if you need to see that.
Yeah, very, very high end. It's hard to show that on video when you're capturing video. But around here, one of my favorite products that Sony has is the Edge. And I think it's an underappreciated product in our industry because it's really kind of 4 or 5 products in one. That's right. And you've got a little demo center here for the Edge.
Yeah, we have a little demo center here, and the product is just this little guy right here. It's basically, we call it the Edge Analytics Appliance, and it's basically computer processing, AI processing. So taking the input of the camera, we're able to extract out the image and do things like auto tracking with a PTZ camera, so you can follow the presenter. We could do handwriting extraction, so if somebody's writing on a whiteboard, you can get that output. You can do a chroma keyless overlay, so you don't need a green screen. You could. That's why I know one of the things that you love, right? You could be doing a production for wherever. What's the other ones?
Well, it also does. It also does has a really neat feature where, if you're shooting a camera like a stage of 4 or 5 people, you can actually then do close-ups with one camera shot.
There you go. That's the one that I missed.
Yeah, and that's a really neat feature because now we have 4K cameras. Now you can actually get a 1080 image out of a 4K image, but still have, so it's almost like a 2-camera shoot using one camera.
Right, that's exactly it. So we're using our imaging expertise, but now getting to we call it internally imaging and analytics, because now we're analyzing the picture and doing AI type processing to give the end user a benefit.
So we actually went around and shot individual product videos at every one of these stations while we were here. And so all you have to do is go to our video search window and type in Sony, S-O-N-Y, and you'll find all those videos. Of course, you can see all of our InfoComm coverage at ravepubs.com/InfoComm 2022. Mark, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much, Gary.
It's always hard to do a tour when you still have the booth open.
I know.
But we're here at the end of day one, so we got a little bit of a reprieve, but congratulations on a great display.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching.